Tyler, get us
Yep.
kicked off, my man.
So we're gonna get into Bleach, episode 22, marching out the zombies. Chad, Orihime, and Ichigo are distraught after seeing Ishida turn his back on them, so they figure it's time to head up to the royal palace for some group therapy. Meanwhile, Giselle is back and has a few creepy tricks up her sleeve. And we return to Thousand Year Blood War with the heartbreaking scene of Ishida turning his back on his friends to help Yuhabaha. And I know we was talking about this before, but did any of our listeners catch what Ishida or Yuhabaha was saying as he was going up the portal? We just want to ask because we didn't happen to catch it, so.
No, I did not. I was not that attentive, I guess.
No, I mean, I might have to go back and watch with headphones on because like I couldn't hear. I tried to listen. Tyler said that he thought he heard something, so I tried to listen, but like it was on the TV, so I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I heard something like "you're no good," and then the word "treacherous." But I don't know who was saying it really. It could have been like Yubaha, it could have been Jugram, it could have been Ishida. We don't know. It was English, so it kind of confused me for a minute, honestly, and I was just kind of wondering how that was going to play into it, why they did that in a Japanese subbed.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check that out.
But yeah, then we get into Shunsui wondering why the royal palace isn't actually shooting them down as they're going up. Ask if this is Monaco and Ichibe's plan, and you know, I don't think they have an answer for that, do they?
No, not right now. But I mean, Monaco being the leader of Squad 1, Squad 0. He's Shunsui's thinking he has something to do with this because it's just a little sliding up a little too well for Yuhabaha and the gang there. So he's getting suspicious, like we've been for some weeks at this point.
Yeah, and why wouldn't we be suspicious at this point? Because everything that they've done is just worked in Yubaha's favor. So, but I guess now we're gonna get to see Squad 0 in action soon. We've been wondering why they just been setting up there. Well, here we go. It's gonna happen. So.
Yes, sir.
I just can't imagine being up there all happy at the Royal Palace, just looking down at what's becoming the Seirei's head and be like, let's invite those guys into our house. Like that sounds like a great plan.
Somebody go make some margs. I got some limes right here. We'll welcome them right in. Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I just, if you're gonna let them up, like I don't know why you bring Ichigo down. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, poor Ichigo, dude. He had to skydive for what 3 days?
Was it 3 days, really?
It was like 2.5 days, whatever he said. And now he's got to get in a big ass cannon and do the polar opposite. Go on a little rocket ship ride. Sans the rocket ship.
Yeah, seems like he's on a bit of a wild goose chase at this point.
Yeah, speaking of like the rocket ship going up, Uehara, has it set up. And we actually get to see our girl come back, my girl come back, Yuriichi. She shows up, with what is it, energy in tow. She's been collecting energy to power this rocket, I believe. Have I seen it correctly?
Yeah, so basically, Yoriichi was collecting the distortion energy from the portals that the Quincy's had been using to go back and forth between the Soul Society and, I guess, Earth, the real world, So they're saying, to create that kind of portal, it's going to be some pretty powerful energy, and they're basically just going to use it as gunpowder for this giant-ass cannon.
Yeah, I also thought it was pretty interesting that they're only going to get one shot to do this. It's a one-use cannon. That seems very expensive to you for something that you would only use one time. But
I mean, hey, we did it with rocket ships for a long time, right?
I suppose that's true. That's true.
I just don't know why they didn't go hit up our girl Kukaku and use her big cannon.
Well, they explained it, didn't they? They said that somebody wasn't available. To
Kukaku's just in Maui on vacation right now, or not Maui? I guess that's
yeah,
that's
I'm
not
not
the right thing.
sure. But they did mention why they couldn't go use that. Uehara did. I didn't really catch the full explanation though, so you know me, don't pay attention that much. Uh, but yeah, she comes back. I'm so happy for that. Because that's my girl. Um, but apparently the Stern Ritters are still looking for Ichigo as well, and they're trying to find him. And all the like squads are like kind of protecting him as he's trying to get back up to the palace. So that's pretty neat to see.
Yeah, I'm hoping that gives us some fun fights. I would love to see Byakuya go at it with like 5 Stern Riders. Now that he's got his Bankai back, that'd be electric.
Oh yeah.
It's
True.
just something about Senbo and Sakura. It's perfect.
I think he could. I think he could go up against 5 of them. So
Yeah, he might take some hits going against 5, but I think he's got him. That dude is broken with those rose petals or cherry blossoms.
yeah. And then we get Renji. We see Renji and Baz B going at it, and Renji was calling Baz B, just making fun of him like crazy, calling him a chicken head because of his mohawk. Baz B was getting pretty upset about it. I thought that was a pretty funny part of the show.
Yeah, and I thought it was very ironic coming from Renchi calling somebody else a chicken head with his haircut.
I just loved it when he was like, somebody with eyebrows as incredible as yours, I thought would have some taste. And I was like, oh God. Renji
Yeah.
don't need to hear nothing about them eyebrows. Those things are an eyesore.
Yeah, Renji actually blushed from that. And I was like, you should have just been talking nice to this man. He was trying to like link up with you so he could go after Ishida. He wasn't even trying to approach you to fight. I don't believe. And you just had to keep calling him chicken head.
And like you said, Renji's hair looks kind of more like a chicken. Resembles more of a chicken head than Baz B's does, honestly.
Yeah, Renji was definitely projecting.
But yeah, he got pretty upset about it.
Yeah, one thing I liked about that little altercation too is that Basby was like, "Oh, we fucking hate Ishida. Like, let's go kill him together. I don't give a shit." And I think it's funny because like after all that, like Rukia and Renji have been through with Ishida, and Huiko Mundo and everything else, like I don't think they want to go kill him. I think they're probably just as confused as Ichigo and the gang is. So
yeah, I definitely don't think they would want to murder our boy Ishida. But if somebody's trying to work with you, you're in the middle of a war. I feel like you could find a way to use that in some way.
Yeah, but like how are you gonna like trust Baz B? Like
you don't. You use it. Then you stab him in the back later, but that's some villain shit.
Stab him before he stabs you, bro. That's gonna be like an awful tense partnership right there. So
oh yeah.
It's just funny to think about.
Definitely. But I think the highlight of this episode was definitely Giselle. She is a scary fucking lady, boys.
Yes, and her acting like she's unarmed to Ikaku and Yumi Chika, talking about, you wouldn't cut an unarmed girl, you wouldn't cut me down. Really just trying to goad them into like splashing her blood on them so she can make them zombies was pretty funny. And I thought something was pretty odd too. Yumi Chika was like, you're not even a girl, are you? And I never thought that had never come across my mind. What did you guys think about that? Think that's true?
I don't know. I don't remember. All I know that she was not happy. That look on her face was something fucking fierce, man.
Yes. But yeah, looking back, I was like, all the girls in the show have some pretty big tatas, and she doesn't have any. So it's making me think a little bit. So we'll have. I wonder if they'll go into that a little bit.
And another thing though is that the Soul Reapers, they was pretty on point with everything that they was calling out. So it makes me want to believe them about that because for some reason they're able to see what's going on and see through shit right now for whatever reason. Because they was calling out several different facts that was true that we knew to be true, and I don't know where they was getting that information from. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, understood. But Giselle, when the gig is up, she actually summons Bambi, and she's turned Bambi into a zombie, which was very creepy. I was not expecting that. I remember the last time we saw Bambi, she was kind of begging for her life in a way, but I didn't think they would use her as a zombie. But it makes sense. She's pretty powerful.
Do you think that they turn all the like dead people into zombies? Because we've seen like a roundabout of all the fallen Quincy's. Like we've seen them, So do you think she's went around to all of them, or no?
No, I think it was just Bambi. If you remember, there was a scene where they went to one of the defeated Stern Riders and actually killed him, and it basically showed his life force going back to Yuhabaha. So I think it's just Bambi. I mean, she's got some explosive power, and Giselle, she's a conniving little scary person. So I think it's just Bambi.
Yeah, definitely think this is just a special case. Giselle was like, you know what? She's gonna get killed either way. I might as well use this to my advantage.
Give me a little Quincy shield right here.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of firepower. I mean, if I had to pick one of the people we've seen so far that was defeated to be my human shield, I would probably choose Bambi.
Yes, a lot of AoE attacks, great explosive power, like you said, Dan. She picked a good one. But yeah, after that, we kind of get into Uehara. Oh, Mr. Hattenclogs there. He tells Ichigo and the gang about, the cannon that they built. And the reason it got built is because Kurasuchi saw this coming, them needing to go up after Squad Zero came down. And that was pretty perceptive by him. He smelled some fuck shit going on from a mile away and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get something started. But the cannon will break down after one shot, like we said, and they had to find enough energy to at least fire it once so that it doesn't break when they're actually using it.
Definitely.
Doesn't seem very well built.
I did love in this scene, though, where he was, Uehara was basically like, yeah, he's a genius. Not as smart as me, though. I just love how cocky he is.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, too. That was one of my favorite scenes. It's like only second to me, of course. But yeah, good old Uehara. Gotta love him.
Oh yeah, always talking a little shit. Got to. You can when you're that guy. But we saw Yoruichi again, and she returned bearing gifts and had collected some of the distortions that the Quincy's were using to, I guess, get in back and forth between the plane that they were living in and the Sarate. They're going to end up using that for fuel, which is pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And thankfully, good for Studio Pierrot, they did cut out one of the cringier scenes from the manga. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, just Google Yoruichi and Orihime, and you can read the panels yourself. I don't think we're going to get too into them. They're a little cringy.
Yeah, we're not going to do all that tonight.
We just gas Uehara up a lot here, but he's still just an old perverted man, dude. Nothing new.
Some things never change.
Speaking of Kurasuchi, we actually get to he comes back and we actually get to see him, and he confronts Bambi and Giselle, and he just shows up and she's like, "Boy, you're awfully bright tonight."
He shows up looking like a golden god, dude. Like, you meet Chika and freaking Ikaku are just lying down on the ground after taking a bunch of these explosions, and they're like, we can't see who it is, but we can hear it, and we know exactly who that is.
Yeah, and I think it was Ikaku who said, even if I couldn't hear him, that's he's the only person that would ever dress like that.
Oh, no, it was Yubi Chica,
Okay, it's
our
Yubi
fashion,
Chica,
our
yeah.
fashionista Soul Reaper.
Yeah, and I think one of the funnier things that was said this episode was I think Kurosuchi also made a remark. He was like, he turned down his brightness. He was like, "Yeah, I had to turn it down. I had to turn down my brightness so normal people like you can see me or something like that."
He had to tone it down, is what he said. I was crying.
Oh,
But yeah, so after that, Giselle uses zombie Bambi to attack Kuretsuchi. And homie pulls out these Pokeball looking Reishi locking devices and sets them for 3 seconds. So he's able to basically collect the Reishi of her. I don't want to say explosions because they make stuff explode, but he catches them all and sends them back at her and perfectly timed blows up right in their face. They did not see that coming at all. Like I love how crafty he is when it comes to fighting. He's always been fun to watch.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's making a lot of other people do his fighting. We had the Arankars come back to kind of clean up shop against Giselle's zombie army she's been collecting, which I thought she should have been doing from the get-go. I'm glad to see she's using her powers to the fullest in the show. And yeah, how did you guys feel about seeing the Arankars again? That was a little unexpected.
I mean, with Kurosuchi, like anything's possible, and if she's gonna pull out zombies, you gotta think that he's gonna have something to do his dirty work, and Arankars are that. I don't think it mattered to him. It could have been dead Soul Reapers for all he cared.
Well, no, he has a little class. He said, I can't
Does
take
he?
I can't take down these Soul Reapers. That doesn't feel right to me. So I brought in 4 Arankars that I brought back to life somehow and have pretty extensive dog collars on right now.
I have a feeling that he was being a smart ass while saying that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he didn't give
just
a fuck.
Oh, 100%. He just wanted to bring out the Arankars. But I did love how they brought back the one who reminds me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the very buff, flamboyant looking one who called Fubi Chica ugly.
Fugly, sir.
Fugly, sorry. Fugly, my
You
bad.
went the extra mile on him.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard the word fugly used in anime. So
I'm gonna agree with that. Yeah,
I think
that's
so.
New, that's new for me.
I don't even think that happened in the manga, if I'm being honest with you. So
I ain't complaining.
no, I enjoyed it.
But yeah, we get a little zombie showdown with the Arankars and the Dead Soul Reapers. And Giselle pulls out her trump card. Were you guys ready for that?
What was it again? I forget.
The very end of the episode where zombie Toshiro shows up.
Shit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, trump card, what do you mean? But I forgot about Toshiro showing up.
Yeah, everybody was pretty distraught when they saw him. That he's gonna be a fucking problem. But that was kind of sad to see at the same time.
Oh, definitely. But his fit was so fucking clean.
Mm-hmm.
You're not lying.
Dude, he looked so fresh in that Quincy garb, dude. And you know what? I'm thinking we might get our girl Rangiku too. Ooh. Zombie Rangiku might be top tier.
I think Kurosuchi actually made a comment too. I think he said something like that may be trouble or something like that when he looked at Toshiro, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Toshiro is a prodigy. He's like the youngest squad captain to ever exist. Dude got his Bankai when he was like 10. Like, they're fucked.
Well, it's Kurosuchi though, so I'm sure he's got a way, bro.
And I guess one last thing I want to talk about, because it made me really happy to see, because I didn't remember from when I read the manga way back when. It was good to see our dear friend Mr. Wolf up and walking around.
Yeah.
That was nice to see. Yes. Glad to see he's still kicking.
But I don't know where Sajin's going, dude. He's like, I mean, you just watched Yuhabaha like fly into the sky. So where are you going now, buddy? You're not getting in that cannon.
He's
Yeah, I was
going
really
up, bro.
confused by that. Yeah. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it was an awesome episode. I thought it was not a lot of action really, but a lot of good development. So it's really setting up the next few episodes. I'm excited for that.
Agreed.
Any episode that Yoriichi is in is a good episode for me. So
My man's fine with the quick cameo.
It's a shame you didn't get to see her fondle some things.
Oh. I was going to say that's coming, Dan. That's coming. I hope they don't skip that, bro.
Oh, they can't. They won't skip that one. That one's not creepy.
I will stop watching Bleach if they skip it.
I'm gonna write that one down for later.
Yeah, we gotta put that one in the back of the mind right there. Do you guys want to get on to Kenshin?